Okay, round one. This is a fine hand. Yeah, it's not really a fine hand. It's slow, but we've got our colors, and we're on the draw, so hopefully we'll get more. Ooh, he's got the good dual land. Yeah, that's 8 tickets right there. Alright, so we can do that and pass the turn. So we got a removal spell. We shouldn't be totally run over. Not totally, anyway. We got the Balustrade Spy into Shadow Slice, potentially. Okay. Alright, we'll do that. Maybe we'll Executioner swing the Cloudfin Raptor. If he puts mad skills on it or something. Yeah, if he puts madcap skills, we're gonna have to do that. But don't really want to do that. Maybe we do. We'll think about it. And what does my friend Angie 4740? What do you want to do? I'll come back when he plays something. Okay, it's a Metropolis Sprite. So there's one evolve on him. I'm thinking we're going to have to get rid of him now while we can, because he's just going to turn into at least a 2/3 flyer. Probably sooner rather than later. So what we want to do now is Demure Key Rune. It's the only thing we can do now, so that's kind of a silly point, but that's what we do. And then next turn we probably want to Viscopa Confessor for like 3. Alright, are you going to spend the mana? No, I'm just going to take 1. Okay. Ivy Lane Denizen. That's somewhat annoying. So, Orzhov Charm. We could use the Orzhov Charm to recycle the Confessor if we wanted to sometime. We're not drawing any of our Extorters, that's somewhat annoying, but I think the Confessor is what we do. Because she can come out and she'll actually block the Denizen too. So, we'll do it and we'll take 3. Okay, so he's got the Keymaster Rogue, the Crowned Ceratok, or... this is 2/4 Combat Trickery. I think we take the Crowned Ceratok is going to be the hardest to deal with, somewhat. So we can Orzhov Charm the Keymaster Rogue away fairly easily. Okay, yeah, we'll take the Ceratok. And he's got Keymaster and Scrabchain Treasure left. Okay. And shift the turn back to him. Let me just make a note. Yeah. 2/4 Blood Rusher. And he's got Keymaster Rogue. Okay, so he plays that guy. And he's gonna put some counters on. Okay, so now I can't block him. Hopefully I draw a land so I can spy and charm at the same time. So I take 4. Alright. So here. Okay. This is actually a Keymaster Rogue that's in his hands. And this I know to be true. Gutter Skulk. Okay. Well, this is getting kind of awkward. So next turn he wants to... He's going to want a Keymaster Rogue and pull this guy back so we can get another +1/+1 counter. Oh boy. Do we need to cast him to be able to block the Ivy Lane Denizen? No, he's not going to be able to block his... No, he'll be able to block this turn, not in future turns. And then he can still block him. Okay, I guess we'll do that. And, you know, we do have extort triggers available now. But I think we need to do this rather than try and maximize our life. Although, maybe I forgot this guy has extort. So maybe I should have played the spy and extorted instead of just playing this guy, because he can block him. But we'll see. He's stuck on 4 lands, so that's helpful. So right now, assuming anything... yeah, this is the only guy who can get through, and it'll only be 1, I believe. Yep. And now he's going to cast... He doesn't cast anything. Well, that's weird. And there's my Keymaster. So, let's see, I can Balustrade Spy, extort once, I could Keymaster Rogue, extort once, or I could Gutter Skulk, extort, and leave Orzhov Charm open. I don't want a Keymaster Rogue, that's for sure. I think Balustrade Spy, extort is the correct play. Strange, why didn't he cast his Keymaster Rogue last turn? He's got to have... Like, it can't be removal where he would have just done it and gotten through. Maybe I should just Gutter Skulk and extort and Orzhov Charm something. Although really, if I was going to do that, I want to Orzhov Charm this guy away. And I would want to do that on my main phase to prevent him from playing another green creature and putting the thing on it. Alright, I'll just Balustrade Spy and extort. It would be nice to leave up the hexproof, but not the case. Always yield. Yep, so this was the guy we were passing to. That was kind of a nice thing about the beta, is you can see who you're passing to. So this guy was on the side that we passed to for the first and third round. It's probably 1 or 2 picks behind us, although I don't know. Maybe people don't think that's as good as I think it is. I think it's pretty damn good. So, Yeah, this guy's... I'm very tempted to put in the contaminated lands because he's playing 3 colors. Although, yeah. I'll see. Crocnura. Okay. So he puts that on that. He leaves up 1 mana. And does not attack. I would have had to take it. Alright. So... I guess we Gutter Skulk and leave open Orzhov Charm or Executioner's Swing. Well, yeah, we'll extort once and leave up those. So he's still got the Keymaster Rogue and 2 unknown cards in hand. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So we still have black, white, and we can actually activate the hexproof if so needed. And time's okay. Really wish we could get another land. But he's wishing the same thing, so fair is fair. Yeah, he could have gotten through and I can't do anything about it. I think I'm gonna have to Orzhov Charm or Executioner Swing that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try and Orzhov Charm him maybe. So he's gonna pull back the Scrap Clan Charger. So things are starting to get a little bit out of hand here. But we're fighting the good fight. I'm gonna go ahead and Orzhov Charm the Keymaster Rogue. Yeah. Well, we'll extort later. Lord of the Void, okay. Yep. Cannot get another land. Yep. I guess... whatever. Alright, so... we could Keymaster Rogue and return the Gutter Skulk and extort off of it. That's somewhat reasonable. Or... oh shit, I just realized. I thought... I forgot his pump would be so that that would turn into a trade with this guy, not a straight walkthrough. So he's got 2/4 and a 3/4, and he can. Let me think. 2/4. Okay, so he's not going to evolve when the other 2/4 comes down. So he can make him 3/4. He can make him 4/5. I've got some blocker type things going on. So I think I Keymaster Rogue and return the Gutter Skulk to hand. I think that's the correct play. And extort, of course. See, I could, if I had a bunch of mana and a bunch of land, I could just use this guy to constantly just extort. I don't know if that's ever the correct play, but I could do it. It's possible to do. And he hit his 5th land. I'm not wild about that prospect. He does have the Blood Rusher back in hand. So I gotta be aware of that. I think I'm perfectly willing to trade off any of my blockers for him using a combat trick and mana this turn. I'm okay with that. Prefer to keep this guy alive, but don't hate losing him. So where are my... I don't even know what I want to draw next turn. Can't hate land. Anything but the 6-drop, I guess. Be fine. Okay, yeah. I'm happy to trade him for your combat trick. So that's also preventing him from... that's also, that's preventing a 2/4 from coming down and turning him into a 4/5 or him into a 3/4 flyer. Which I have some trouble dealing with. Start to put some pressure on with the Keymaster Rogue. A Verdant Haven, okay. He gains 2 life. Yeah, well, that might be significant. Court Street Denizen. Oh boy. Alright, so I'm attacking with the Keymaster Rogue for sure. And I think I'm going to Gutter Skulk, Extort, and I could have bounced Confessor back to get more discard, but I don't want to mess with my life total that much. So we're going to Gutter Skulk, Extort, and leave Executioner swing up, because he does appear to have a clear path at me for a couple damage here. Yeah, a little Executioner swing him. Alright, so he's getting his land. So let me look at... yeah. Totally Lost would be pretty nice. Would be a decent draw right here. Probably, I mean, we've got 14 land left in the deck. So, better than even money. Way better than even money. Like, 14 out of 20 cards there. Okay, so he's just attacking with him. Can't block, he's gonna pump. So, I don't know any of his cards in hand anymore, so we can set that aside. And he can double, so that's, yeah, that hurts. Yeah, we're gonna have to Executioner swing that. And Shadow Slice and start really putting a decent clock on him. He's got a Metropolis Sprite, so it's gonna hurt too, but not as badly. I'd like to draw land. Okay, good land. So I can Shadow Slice, Extort, and we hit him for... we'll put him on a 2-turn clock. Or, yeah. If he can't do anything, he will die next turn. So target... maybe we should have done this last turn. Nah, I don't think so. Let's see, I should go through how the math works out. But I think it would have been similar clock anyway. Alright, so we got him down to 5, so yeah, he's dead next turn if he can't get through us this turn or deal with this guy in some way. Or gain a massive amount of life. If we Shadow Sliced last turn, I think the clock would still be the same. Alright. Are you dead, man? Or can you do something? He is not happy. Too many clicks. Yeah, that happens. I am not a fan of people having stops on like absolutely everything. I like a bare minimum of stops. The ones that you're going to be using pretty much all the time on their end phase, your main phases, obviously, and some, combat, declare attackers, declare blockers, both of those, and on their begin combat step. I don't like having stops on end of combat and everything else. So I don't like him. Contaminated ground is so tempting. It's so bad, but I'm so tempted. Although he does block, most of his guys are going to be really hard for me to block. I think I want a contaminated ground to try and mess up his mana. I didn't see any red stuff from him, but he had 2 red sources, so he's got some of that. I'm guessing he probably clicked through a what is it, the sorcery that I think there's a couple sorceries, red-green sorceries. Probably just the uncommon that does damage to a creature equal to the number of lands you have. It's probably what he clicked through. And, I just like to mess up their mana. I'm just going to try just one. Just not go crazy with it, but I'm just going to try it. And, yeah. I'll just run it like that. Alright. Game 2. This is not great, but we do have... we don't have any white cards in hand. And we're on the draw. And we've got a Devour Flesh we can cast on turn 2. That's something. So we'll go with that. Although... So I can have... the Thrall Parasite down now. No, I don't really want the Thrall Parasite down now. I'd rather have access to the Devour Flesh on turn 2. I'd rather have the option to Devour Flesh anyway. So he plays the Sprite. And there's the white cards. Wow. I'm not good at drawing lands. So I can do the Thrall Parasite now. I think I'm just going to do the Devour Flesh on his turn. Hopefully he tries to pump it, or maybe he gets crazy. Some Blood Rush. Probably not going to do it. But hopefully he pumps it. He doesn't pump it. I'm going to Devour Flesh now. Try and just buy myself some time to hit some land drops. Simic Flux Mage. Alright, there's a land. So we can do the Parasite. And hopefully we'll keep drawing lands for a little bit. Not too long, mind you, but like I wouldn't mind getting 2 more land drops. Ivy-Link Denizen, that involves that. Yep. I like Totally Lost against his deck. Yep. We do have the ability to remove those counters. Costs us life, but we might want to do that because it'll cost, assuming they're coming through unblocked, it only costs us 1 life to remove stuff. Wow, it's not good. Not good. Not good, not good, not good. Yep, we're going to have to start just removing lands. Yeah, 18 land on the draw. Can't get there. What did I end up with? I ended up with 7 or 8 white sources, and we can't hit those. Okay, so he's going to play something that's going to re-evolve it. That's alright. Or no, he's just going to... Oh, he's going to do that after combat, I guess. Yep, alright. It costs us 1 extra life right now. If we didn't do that... Yeah. But we're going to get hit by this guy a couple times, I think. Sad to say. So it's really only costs us 1 life to get rid of that +1/+1 counter. And any creature basically evolves. Yeah, 1/3 evolves him. Okay. Land! Okay. This is going to get ugly very quickly. Maybe I should think about running 20 lands. I don't know. But I don't think that's the correct play. Yeah, this guy would be great to have right now. Yep, that's going to... Okay. Put it on him. And he's going to attack me with all those 2/3s. I think I'm going to remove it from him because he can move it later. But this is getting painful. Land. Okay. Alright. So you can see why I want to land screw them with these things. Oh boy. That moves me. Maybe I run the Quartz Denizen instead. It's another thing that blocks. This thing blocks. I can't cast it super reliably, but then again I can't cast these guys super reliably either. So what do I have? 6. Yeah, I have 8 white sources. That should be pretty consistent. Maybe I should cut a swamp for that. Because 6. Yeah, I still have 10. So all right, we'll do that. So 9 white sources, 10 black sources. Contaminated ground. His mana seems a little sketchy enough that I can mess with it, so we'll go with it. Play first, yes. Yes. Okay, this is a hand. Gonna want to hit a blue source, but we've got 3 lands. And more on the way. And Basilica Screecher on turn 2. I like that a lot. Let's get that Stomping Ground. Alright, I feel nervous not hitting the land drop. I'm just gonna tell you right now, but like I got 15 lands left. I should be able to hit one of those in the next 2 turns, like 72% of the time or something at this point. All right, so we got that going. No turn 3 play is sad. But we've got this guy or this guy on turn 4. He can hit us kind of hard with him right now, but then he wouldn't be developing his board, so I'd be happy to take 3 from him this turn. Hit me for 3. I double dog dare you. He hits me for 3. Okay, I'm happy about that. So happy. And Basilica Guards. So I can Basilica Guards and extort. Or I can cast the Assault Griffin. And I think I want to play the Assault Griffin because that's going to put him on a pretty tight clock. If he can't deal with our flyers, which he showed limited ability to do so. Well, he did have a lot of the Metropolis sprites, but I think if he had one of those in hand, he would have cast it by now. So, well, if we don't draw a land, we'll cast the Basilica Guards next turn, probably. Although, let me think about how it works out with the Balustrade Spy in terms of clock. This guy's really good against Simic too. I've got a lot of Simic hosers, kind of. Not really hosers, but difficult cards for Simic. Is he going to hit me hard again? He's going to hit me hard. So hard. And does nothing else. So let's see, I hit him for 4 this turn, he goes to 14. So if I played the Balustrade Spy, I'd have 6 power on board. As opposed to 4, which is not huge because I have some extort coming. I think I just want to play the Basilica Guards and extort. And I'm going to do that now. We'll do it after combat. So I can Basilica Guards, extort. So I don't know what's going on with our land situation. Scramble Shark, fine. So he doesn't have any way to really get through us, assuming he doesn't have combat tricks, which he probably does. He's got some sort of trick, most likely. No, he's playing main phase. No, that's for that. So yeah, he can come at us. But we're hitting him. We're doing some damage to him. Looks like. Alright, so we'll block the Scramble Shark to force him. If he wants to hit us for 3, he's going to have to spend mana to do it. If he has a combat trick, he has a combat trick. I guess there's a slight downside in that he could have a trick that he can only wipe out our guards by tricking onto the scramble shark, and he wouldn't have been able to do it from the Oculus. But we'll take it. Yep. Alright, so I guess land would be kind of nice here. Alright, there's land. So we'll attack and decide. I can either Confessor or Spy. I think I want to Spy. Spy, and we get 1 extort off of it. And he can block too. Takes 4. Does he take 4? What can he do for 1 blue? He can rapid hybridization, so we get a 3/3 who can block, and we lose that. Okay. That's somewhat fair. Not really. I don't like it, but we can live with it. It also can limits his attacking options, because he can block depending on what happens next. He didn't want to do that, but he had to do that. So we're gonna say, thank you, how do you like this flyer? And pass the turn. He's gonna put some cards in his graveyard, stolen identity, gridlock, okay. And a forest. Correct. It's only fair. Alright. So now we have a 3/3 blocker. So he's going to attack with just the Oculus, and we'll block with the Basilica guards. So he's going to try and trick it up. Alright. So obviously we're tapped out. So that happens, and that happens. Or does that happen? I'm pretty sure he's got a trick. Let's see. So this is what what I'd like to happen if he has no combat tricks. And if he does have a combat trick, he's only going to be able to do it once, probably. Yeah. I really don't want to lose the Balustrade Spy, so maybe I just don't block there, and then maybe I would do that. Because with the Balustrade Spy and Extort, I've got him on a pretty decent clock, but I don't like taking 3 from the Scramble Shark. And I'm pretty sure he's got a trick anyway, so, or he wouldn't have sent him. So maybe that's better. And then we'll leave him to start to peck away at the at his life total. Alright, we'll just run it like that. Maybe I take 1 unnecessary damage. It's probably not unnecessary. Discard, yep. Yeah. I like having my clock on him. I've got Extort to give me some space. If I can draw that, If I draw the one island in my hand, I can play this, and that'll be awesome. I'm a Keymaster Rogue, so he's gonna bounce the Incursion Specialist. Alright. There's that. What do we get? That. Alright. So we definitely swing for 3, and then we Confessor for 1 or 2. Maybe just 1. I'm trying to think of how this clock is working on me. So I Confessor, I extort once, I go up to 13. I pay 2 life, I go down to 11. He's got some stuff working. So this guy's going to be 4-3 if he can evolve him one more time. And that would be troublesome to block. Alright, we'll take a full look at his hand. So he's got the Intrusion Specialist and the Metropolis Sprite. I think I want to get rid of the Intrusion Specialist, even though this is clearly a better card, because the Specialist will evolve him to a 4-3, which is much harder for me to deal with. The Sprite can block my flyers, but could only just trade with the Basilica Screecher, so I'll get rid of that. And so you go. Alright, we got 5 minutes left. That should be plenty. Really want a blue source. That one island would be great. But we're okay. Because if he didn't draw anything, he can attack with the Keymaster Rogue, but that's it. I mean, he can attack with the other ones, but we can block them, sort of. Alright, so I know what one of his other cards is. I can give him the chance to, let me think. Okay, so we can do that and just take, that guy can hit us for 6, or yeah, he can hit us for 3, and then that makes it harder. I'm not worried about losing 1 Extorter. 2 would kind of suck, but this forces him to use his mana. Or I can double block here and trade if he doesn't have the combat trick, but if he does have a trick, it's gonna be bad. But he need to get 4 power. And he could get 4 power from Zorotar Swine or something. Alright, we'll just do it like this for now. Next turn we'll double block. Hopefully we draw a spell. Spell or a blue source. Verdant Haven. Okay. And he taps it and casts the Sprite. Okay. That's not good. Alright, so we attack. Damn it, not being able to extort is killing me. block him, and he hits us for... Yeah, actually we can't. We can only attack with the spy, because otherwise we're giving him a lethal crackback if he doesn't trade this sprite. Yep, not casting a spell that turn killed me. The Verdant Haven 2 life gain actually got me pretty nice. Not hitting my blue source very bad. So he alpha strikes. Well, if he's got any kind of trick, he can kill us by pumping him, but we're going to block everybody else. Yep. Anything else? We do have him in Shadow Slice range if we happen to top deck that. That's something. So he decides to trade to get rid of the Extorter and get rid of the Crackback. Alright, so we need to draw a spell, or in that on the island. Simic Flux Mage, okay. Lord of the Void, that's a spell. It doesn't work for us though, because we can't extort off of it, and we can't block him. Maybe it'll just scare him into not attacking. Yep, not hitting my blue got me. I had 4 blue sources and 3 cards that needed blue, and I drew 2 of the 3 that needed blue, and okay. Games. Yep. Alright, that sucked. And that was single elimination too, so we're not going to be proceeding from there. There was my one island. That would have been so nice. I could have Nova Horde. And that would have, yeah, if I could have cast him, that would have won me the game. Him, he probably would have won me the game. Alright, well, sometimes you lose. That's just the way of it. Sometimes you lose. Alright, see you next time.